What if the way for you to close the gap was to create a tool that would help people close the gap?
My name is Milan.
What was your name, sorry?
Milan.
Milan.
And I have IT background, so my question is there any software or application that is helping to close the gap, or is helping diminishing the gap that you were talking about?
Is there a software application to help close the gap? Yeah.
And do you don't know about anything like that? Do you think it's possible to build something like that?
Well, I have one that's helping me to close the gap. It's called The Work by Byron Katie. That's one of them. Yeah, anybody heard of it? The Work by Byron Katie. Anybody use the app? Keep your hand up. Yeah, I probably would be divorced if I didn't use it, but it's pretty awesome. And it's a set of questions that helps you to be introspective. I also have right next to it, I have a Course in Miracles workbook. That's another, hey, CIM, you, what's up? I just started with it, so I don't really know that much about it. But so apps like that I know of, one is called The Work by Byron Katie, and the other one's A Course in Miracles. It's a book. It's a workbook of a book. What else do I have here? Let's see. Toolbox. Where's my health stuff? I have anything else? I have, this new app that I haven't even used yet, but it's called Breathe Sync. That's just about changing your state. It syncs up your breath with your pulse. So there's people out there creating stuff, but my curiosity now as I talk to fill the space, because sometimes I just need to do that, is about where this question comes from for you, right? And so where the question comes from is that you're inspired about closing the gap. You're a software developer, and your question goes to, is there stuff out there? But what do you really want to know?
How to close the gap.
You want to know how to close the gap with technology.
Not with technology, I guess I want to know it for myself. And if I knew it, I wouldn't ask a question, right?
Okay, so I was making an assumption that maybe that would be fun to create something that helps close the gap with technology. But you're also looking for tools to help close the gap, technological tools, because you like that. Is that right?
Yeah, that's just means for me, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just looking for
Tools and techniques, ways. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are some, but I'm also curious if there's a part of you that thinks, wouldn't that be cool if there was an app? So what if this? What if the way, actually this is a perfect metaphor. What if the way for you to close the gap was to create a tool that would help people close the gap?
I guess it is.
Yeah. How true is that so often the thing that we most want, we get by helping others to do it?
And one follow-up question. Do you think one
Yeah.
of these tools that you've mentioned is helping you to do that? Or
The Work certainly is, yeah. The Work is a way of seeing the world that kind of lets you out of fear and back into love.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
You're familiar with it. So that one certainly is, because it's quick and easy. I'm not saying it's like I push the button and I'm freaking authentic. It's like supercharged. I'm real. Yeah, it's like that's not how it works. But it's like it's a simple tool that allows me to practice something that otherwise I wouldn't go get the notebook and write it all out. It just makes it a little bit closer. But I'm curious to see what you'd create if you saw that.
Thank you.
So the principle that comes from, which is one that I hold close to my heart, is a vision is not a place to get to, it's a place to come from. Another way of saying it is like the destination is the path. The thing that I want to get to is actually what I have to do. So what would be an example of that? Like the vision is a place to, not a place to get to, but a place to come from. If I want to be in somebody, is the woman in here that talked about this, the quiet space? Yes, can I talk about your beautiful example? Yeah, we talked about this idea of like, a beautiful idea of creating a place where it's quiet in the world, where you could just go and be around people, maybe have a coffee, but it's quiet. And it's like, wow, that's actually not that common. You're right, that's pretty beautiful. And there was all these things about how do I get to that place where I have this restaurant and this cafe and all these things and investing and all the business plan. I got to go to business school and do all this stuff so I can get there to that vision. And what if the vision wasn't a place to come from, a place to get to, but a place to come from? What if it wasn't about a destination, but it was a path? Then if that were the case, then all you would need to do is do that, the essence of it right here, right now, to take you forward towards that. And so what could that be? Well, what if you just got a quiet space somewhere and put a sign on the door and just said, quiet space, come in? Or what if you went to a cafe we talked about one night and said, hey, what's your slowest night? Cool, we're going to have Quiet Cafe Mondays here. I'm going to bring people in. And you just do the essence of the thing now as the first step. And then after you've done that, you do it a little bit bigger and you grow it and you scale it and you take another step. And then it's by doing the essence of the thing that you get to the thing. So the journey isn't from here to get to there where it exists. The journey is doing it now and scaling it until it's that size. Does that make sense? A vision is a place to come from. Anybody going to nod on that? Or is that like confusing? All right, honestly, did you get that? Or do we have to talk about that more?
So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the button, and also share with your friends, share the love, tweet it, Facebook it, Google Plus it, LinkedIn it, whatever you do, get it out there. And of course, if you really want to engage in this idea, down below in the comments, the discussion, the dialogue is where the best insights come. Challenge me, ask me questions, I will get back to you. Your ideas, your comments help me to create more videos. Finally, if you're interested in learning at all about what I do, my personal coaching for leaders, artists, musicians, sole proprietors, anybody who's a creative force in the world and creating their own things, check out my website. Also, if you're a coach and you want to learn more about my apprenticeship or learn more about how I create coaching clients, check out my website, link down below. Much love.